what I liken a wine adventure on, and this is somewhat local reference I'm going to use here. So if you go from Houston to San Antonio, you could be in an Escalade on Highway 10, lock and loaded at 74 miles an hour, sit in that front seat, and it's a comfortable ride the whole way.
Yeah.
You know, that to me is a Napa cab. That to me is just, it's like, okay.
It's nice, it's comfortable.
It's pleasant. It's
So,
hold on.
You okay?
Hold on. The other roads are farm to market roads that you get in the Jeep with no front window that you're bouncing all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, you're only 45, you can make it a left turn, you make it a right. You've got bugs in your face, dirt, and God knows whatever else is in your teeth. You still get to San Antonio. It takes you 5 hours. It's a better trip. That's Spanish wines to me.
okay. I like that. I like that analogy.
It's because it's just more, you know, there's more vida loca to it. There's more life to it.
And you say Spanish, I'm going to go, when we say old world, I mean, I know it encompasses a lot of countries, but I think most people go right to Spain, Italy, and France. I'll say it's old world for that, what you're describing.
Well,
Maybe classified to that degree.
so to me, French wines, and we just had our anniversary a couple of months ago, and we went floating. As I jokingly told a bunch of people, we're going tubing in France, but we went on a river cruise in Bordeaux.
Okay.
And of course, it's Saint Emilion and all, you know, all the rest of them, and you know, Pomerol, all the rest. And what I liken it to is that especially Bordeaux's, they're a velvet glove that just caresses your face. You know,
I like all these descriptors he's got.
It feels good. It feels nice. Spanish wines is a steel gauntlet that punches you.
Okay.
Punches you. I mean, you know when you're drinking a Spanish wine. Nobody goes, is this a Tempranillo?
It's a rebel.
No,
it's a rebel of wines.
This is Tempranillo. You're tasting it. You're going, that's a Tempranillo.
Yeah, and I was more taking how you were describing it more as, you know, it's more work and struggle. And when I say work, it's more, you know, these are families who, you know, most of the wines that come from old world producers are families who've been doing this for sometimes hundreds of years, fingers in the dirt, you know, fourth, fifth, sixth generation winemaker passing it down that, you know, to get that story behind that glass of wine or that bottle of wine is what I love. Now, Napa has the same thing, but to me, Napa is more about the fruit and less about the sense of place and the story and the history.
There you go.
That's how I was taking what you were saying.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's adequate for what you were saying, obviously.
Yeah.
Your description of old world, I would absolutely agree with that.
Different regions, because to your point on, I don't know what your point was on Bordeaux, but not my favorite region in France to drink. I don't drink it very often. But the Rhone Valley, some places in Burgundy where you can still find some value.
Yes.
The Loire Valley, obviously some Champagne. Love Alsace, you know. Yeah. Yep. So places like that we absolutely love. But if you ask me my favorite old world country to drink wine in, it's Italy. You know, I absolutely love Italian wines.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're wonderful.
And we had what was funny, our first experience with old world wine was my wife and myself, what we did. Again, I think you guys were kind of saying this, when you get into wine in America, and you want to go to a wine region, Napa's it, right?
Yeah.
You go there, and then you go, wow, this is pretty good. And a lot of people confuse sweet with fruit forward. And, you know, Napa wines aren't sweet wines. They're just big and fruit-driven. But you know, we got into that, and you become members, and you start getting every 3 months these shipments of wine. And after about 5 or 6 years of doing that, we had a big wine tasting here that we did blind. We had like 15 people come over, everybody bring 2 bottles, set up all the glasses. And I said, you know what? Everybody's going to bring Napa wine, and we probably would too. Let's go buy some old world wines and throw them in there. And everybody could tell, is this wine bad? Is it different? Well, I mean, because it was different. Is it bad? Is there something wrong? It tastes kind of dirty. What is this?
Musty.
Maybe, and even myself and my wife were like, yeah, I'm not sure if I like that. That was weird, you know, because we knew what we were the ones that put it in there. But it's funny because then you fast forward and you go, Now that's my preference.
Yeah.
Now to get that, I always say, and you hear a lot of wine professionals say, you want that sense of place.
Yeah.
When you hear people taste wines blind that have this experience and knowledge, they can tell you where this is from, or at least in the area, the region that, narrow it down. It's amazing because there is that sense of place. And that's what makes wine, to me, the story behind what you're drinking.